Welcome, I'm Nan Jokerst, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the clean room, where we perform the majority of our fabrication steps. We've introduced the basic technologies that we use in fabrication, including thin film deposition, patterning, and etching. But before we go into more detail about fabrication, let's look at the extremely clean environments that we need for high-yield fabrication. The extremely clean environment for fabrication is called a clean room. And as the name suggests, a clean room is, well, a clean room where people and equipment can perform fabrication processes. Clean rooms are used in many industries where small particles can negatively affect the manufacturing process or yield, including semiconductor manufacturing, optics, pharmaceuticals, biotech, and medical devices. But what exactly does a clean room mean? Clean rooms have a controlled level of airborne particle contamination per cubic meter at a specified particle size, as well as controlled temperature and humidity. Clean rooms have an ISO, or International Organization of Standardization rating, based upon the number of particles per cubic meter of air. As an example, the outdoor air in a typical city environment contains millions of particles per cubic meter that are a half a micron and larger in diameter. In contrast, a typical clean room, which is rated ISO 5, can only have 3,520 particles per cubic meter that are over a half micron in diameter. The clean rooms that you'll see in these videos are rated ISO 5 and 6. Particulate contamination is controlled with special airflow in the clean room designed to filter out airborne particles and to minimize the amount of particles that are stirred up from surfaces. The key air filtration component for clean rooms is the high-efficiency particulate air, or HEPA filter, that is used to trap and filter out particles that are 0.3 microns and larger in size. All of the air delivered through a clean room passes through these HEPA filters, which are typically located in the ceiling. The extra air is then typically flowing out through vents near the floor. What causes airborne particulate contamination in a clean room? Mostly it's the people. Even motionless people shed particles, and if you start moving around, you shed millions of particles per minute. So personnel working in clean rooms must practice particle control. They enter and exit the clean room through airlocks and/or a gowning room that are at higher pressure than the outside. This pressure difference ensures that clean air flows out of the clean room rather than dirty air flowing into the clean room when the doors open and people enter and exit. People's clothing sheds an enormous number of particles, so people in a clean room must wear special clean room suits that don't shed particles and that contain the particles that are shed from the person's clothing underneath the clean room garment. They are even designed to trap contaminants that are naturally generated by a person's skin and body. They cover a person's entire body except for their face and hands. To complete the clean room clothing process, which is called gowning, our clean room users put on gloves and a face mask and eye protection. The gloves make a big difference. A moving bare hand produces 200,000 particles per minute, and a gloved hand produces only 150 particles per minute. There are also strict requirements regarding what is allowed in a clean room. For example, normal paper is prohibited because normal paper sheds a lot of particles. Likewise, pencils shed particles. So instead of typical paper and pencils, we use specialized clean room paper and pens that do not shed particles. Let's go into the clean room now and meet one of my students, and she and I will gown up and show you what it's like to enter the clean room. Hey Callie, thanks for joining me today to learn how to suit up in the clean room so that we can enter the clean room and do our processes.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here and help out.
All right, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Mitch, if you and that camera want to go in, you've got to suit up too. There's a procedure we use when we gown up to go into the clean room, and it's called the gowning protocol. We start with gloves, like Callie's doing right now, and then we start at the top and we work our way down. So here we go with the gloves. First, we put on the hood. Next, we put on our clean room gowns. Next, we put on our masks. If you don't wear glasses, you need to wear safety goggles. All right, Callie, we're all set. Let's go.